Hello, welcome to the Jack Anthony Podcast, where I will share with you tips and pearls of wisdom from my 45 years of sales and real estate experience. I hope you find them useful, and always feel free to give me a call directly. So if you went skydiving today and the instructor said, oh, by the way, 91% of our chutes fail to open. Well, would you jump? I wouldn't. I don't know if you would, but probably not. However, every January, millions of people make New Year's resolutions. And you know what? Only 9% are successful. 91% are not. I'm Jack Anthony with Jack Anthony Consulting, bringing you little tips and pearls of wisdom from my 45 years of sales and experience. So why would you want to participate when you know that 91% of the goals and resolutions are not going to be met? So why is there a 91% failure rate with New Year's resolutions? Is it willpower? Well, it could be, but mostly it's not. It's usually that it fails to connect with who you really are. They are usually surface level fixes for deeper desires. Now, to beat the odds, you need to stop making resolutions and start making a connection. Now, what I'd like you to do is sit down and write an honest letter to your future self. Not a to-do list, but an audit of what's in your soul. What are your deepest desires? What do you actually want? Not what you should want. What's keeping you awake at night? Limiting beliefs. What lies are you telling yourself as to why you can't have it? Talk to yourself about the adventures you want to have and how you connect with your deeper self. Think about it. When you were 20 years old, if you're 20 years old, you have goals, right? Well, when you're 40 years old and you look at those goals, they're going to be different than they were when you were 20, right? So we want to look at this letter as a living document, something that we can revisit and go back and make adjustments, right? Maybe every quarter, every 6 months. At the end of the year, for sure, we want to go back and revisit what we had in this letter, what kind of connections we made, what kind of plans we had, what was the step-by-step systems we put into place to help us achieve what's really important to us, right? What are our deepest desires, not just our superficial, super level fixes. So here's a major tip that might help save your year. Stop trying to be 4 different humans. Well, what do I mean by that? If you set a goal for your mindset, a goal for your finances, a goal for your physical conditioning, a goal for your education, well, those are 4 different things you need to focus on to become 4 different people when you accomplish those goals, correct? So when you do that, they actually fight each other, right? You can't do all 4 at the same time. You can only do 1 at a time. So there's a conflict there. Eventually, they can tear each other apart. So you end up really with nothing, back on the couch, not achieving any of those goals that you set initially anyway. So how do we eliminate that? How do we prevent that from happening? Well, I'm going to tell you another little secret that you might find helpful. Look at those goals and pick the one that you feel is the most dramatic, which will have the most effect on your life, that will create a domino effect and allow some of those other goals to be easier. So as an example, let's say you have a physical goal. You want to get in better shape because you want to have better confidence in how you look. That will enable you to maybe go for that promotion in your job. Or maybe it's a financial goal. Maybe you want to allow yourself to be better financially, create a higher level of income. So you can go to the gym and pay for the membership and maybe buy the type of food they're suggesting that you should ingest to get in better shape. Or maybe it's something more personal. So what do you do with those other goals? Well, for right now, I say put them on hold. Don't delete them. Don't forget about them. Just put them on hold. Pick out the one that you feel is the most dramatic, the one that's going to have the most drastic effect on your life, and make the other ones easier to achieve. So let's say you're studying for a broker's license or an exam that's going to allow you to create additional income. Well, that's going to change things quite a bit. It makes you a new human being, allows you to reach some of the other goals you wanted to achieve. So when you go to bed at night, you have one major goal that you need to work on, right? When you wake up in the morning, There's one major goal that you need to work on. And when you reach and achieve that goal, well, let's go back and revisit those other ones because we didn't delete them. We just put them on hold for a little bit, right? They're still important to us, but the fact that we reached that major goal enables some of these other goals to become easier, correct? Do you get where I'm going with that? 91% of the people are scattered, right? The other 9%, they're focused. So we want you to be focused. Go ahead, write that letter. Pick out that major goal that you want to achieve first, right? And let's go. Let's get started. So until next time, it's Jack Anthony with Jack Anthony Consulting. Go after that goal. Go after your goals, right? Go get them. Until next time, check it out. And please, if you like what you hear, go ahead, give me a like, subscribe to my channel, and get more information like this that you might find helpful in your career. You can reach me anytime too at 310-415-3615. So until then, take care.